May almost 80,000 unsold condo units sa Metro Manila. Kapag narinig mo yung numerong to, dalawang reaksyon lang posible. Una, nako, paano na yung condo market? Pangalawa, ito na ba yung pagkakataon na bumili ako ng mas mura? Well, ang tanong, is this the right time to buy? Or is it the right time to sell? Yan ang pag-usapan natin sa video na ito. Hi there, this is Shinkitan, your pambansang wealth coach. Nakita niyo ba yung kasulatan ng galing to sa Colliers na sinabi nga ang dami na daw supply ng condo. May nakikita ka bang mga condo advertisement nagsasabing, naku, last few units na lang o makalipas ng ilang buwan, may units pa. At meron ba nagsasabi sa inyo na, ay naku, mabiling iparent yan, pero ikaw na nagpaparent ka, nahirapan ka na magparent. Ito po nangyayari po sa condo market. I'm referring to the condo market kasi dalawa pong market yan. Number one is the real estate in the sense na yung land, may lupa. Yung pangalawa, yung condo market, yung condo naman is you're buying the rights. Wala kang lupa. Space lang ang binibili mo. Ang land, limited ang supply. Ang condo, pwede kang mag-build patong-patong depende on the number of floors. For me, ang condo market, it's not experiencing an oversupply problem only. Alam mo, mas malaking problema? It is a pricing problem. Some units are overly priced already that it has outpriced already itself in the market. Ang ibig sabihin po nito, real estate does not increase in value because nandyan siya, it exists. It increases its value when people consistently want and can afford the units. The question is this: do you think people still need a place to live? Yes. The answer is definitely yes. Tama? The next question is, can people afford it? Yun ang problema. Kasi nga, tumaas ng tumaas, pinush ng mga investors. Marami kasing bumili, especially nung panahon ng Pogo, nagkaroon ng artificial demand, so supply and demand, marami ang buyers, konti ang sellers. So anong nangyari? Tumaas po ang presyo. Pataas talaga yung presyo. Ang problema, nung nawala ang Pogo market, nawala ang demand, dumami naman ang supply. So, sino ang mga bumibili? Ang karamihan ng mga bumibili ay investors, hindi po talaga direct users. So, ang question na right now siguro is this. Siguro magandang tanong, ito ang dalawang tanong What should probably developers and buyers need to do? Let's talk about the developers. Alam mo, I'm not a developer, but I believe if I'm a developer right now and I'm a company owner, number one, I would stop launching project based on historical demand. Kasi what happened in the past may not happen today. The numbers in the past is not happening today. Nagkaroon ng artificial demand dati. Kaya kung artificial ang demand, kailangan magbigay ka ng supply. Pero right now, nawala nga yung demand. Kaya kailangan pag-aralan na po talaga ng developer, yung talagang real buyers, hindi yung investors. Number two, I do believe that developers should also build for end users, not only for speculators. Kasi nagiging fragile, yung tinatawag na bubble ang market when too many buyers purchase with unit with no intention of living there. So kung wala sila talagang plano, ay gusto lang nila mag-invest, yun nga. Hindi talaga magtatagal yung market na yan. Because alam mo, ang importante talaga, yung mga buyers na talagang titira doon, they want to raise a family, they work nearby, they will rent it for several years or probably live there for several years, use the surrounding community. Yan ang dapat gawin ng developers. Number three, again, shout out lang po sa mga condo developers. Again, my unsolicited advice. Fix pricing before adding more promos. Pag nagbigay ka ng discount, does not automatically correct an overpriced unit. So what do I mean? Developers should really compare the total ownership cost against number one, yung competitors nila, yung nearby units. Number two, resale price nila. Number three, yung mortgage payment. Number four, association dues. Number five, property taxes. Number six, competing projects. Nakigets nyo, kailangan pa rin ng tao ng tirahan. Ang problema na lang talaga is affordability. Kung affordable yan, magandang payment scheme, longer terms, nako, ang laki ng chance na makaka-recover at makakabenta. And then another thing, learn how to diversify the product. Not every market needs another studio tower. Right now, baka kailangan nila bumalik, back to basic. Prior to condo living naman ang mga bumibenta naman talaga yung mga lot projects, house and lot communities, townhouses. Alam mo, para sa akin, maganda na talaga ngayon i-build senior-friendly residences. Oo, grabe. Kasi patanda na po yung market ngayon Yung communities na talaga. Or if not naman po, yung mga student housing na affordable. Lalo na kung matagal na yung brand nyo, companies, no? You protect the brand. Bakit developers should stop training salespeople to sell, yun nga, yung overpriced units? Kailangan talaga, they need to sell units na talagang gagamitin. So mga kapatid, just to prove the point na talagang nagpipivot na po talaga even yung mga big companies. Alam mo ginawa ng Ayala? According to August 26, 2025, for a limited time, sinabi dito, Investors Advantage Program, enjoy up to 25% discount. So nagbibigay na sila ng discount. So this is already the sign of the times. Now, finally, how should consumer naman, you as a buyer, respond? For someone, shout out kung ikaw naghahanap ka ng tirahan. Number one, don't panic. Because for me, this is the best time to negotiate. Ay, grabe. Magkakaroon ka ng negotiating power. Kung may nag-o-offer sa'yo, nag-flyering, una, cash discount, hingi ka. Number 2, lower reservation fees. Number 3, longer payment terms. Instead ng 5 years, baka pwede mo stretch to 7 years or 10 years. Number 4, hingi ka ng parking space or appliances, di ba? Fully furnished. Waive ang association dues. Or if not naman, get a better unit location. Para malaman mo if it's worth for you to buy as a consumer, not as an investor. Would you still buy this unit if its price stays flat for the next 5 years? O kanyari, nag-discount na sila. Bibilin mo ba to? Pag sinabi mo, yes, kailangan ko kasi malapit to sa mga trabaho ko, ganito, ganyan, ay, buy. Kasi gagamitin mo eh. And now, finally, yung last group of people that I want to address, how should investor respond? Yun, kung ikaw, naka-invest ka na, stay in the market. Whether you like it or not, it will bounce back. Diba? Bumaba lang ngayon ng price pero magbabounce back pa rin yan. Pero para sa mga tao na hindi pa pumapasok, is still a good time to buy? Depende. Tanong mga questions like magkano kaya appreciation? May papaparent ba yan? At magkano yung rental unit? Is it enough sa perang ilalabas ko? Meron bang demand? At last but not the least, meron ba akong exit liquidity? O just in case na ibebenta ko in the future, mabilis ba to ibenta? Yan yung mga tanong na kailangan. Now, real estate is really a good example why you're earning money and why you need to invest. Diba? Kasi kailangan natin, maganda talaga mag-invest talaga sa real estate. Pero kailangan sa tamang real estate company, sa tamang location, at sa tamang return. Kaya mga kapatid, if you need to protect yourself, from making bad decision. That's the reason why I just want to help you out. Meron na kaming community na tinatawag na TYL community. Dito, we discuss, we plan every month. May group coaching session kami. We look for the best market, the best investment. Yan ang pinag-uusapan namin on a monthly basis. Kaya if you want to be part of our team, exclusive to, hindi to for public, just type TYL sa comment section and I will send you more information. Kaya kung bibili ka ng kondo dahil gusto mong tirhan, pag-aralan mo munang maayos. Diba? Kung ikaw naman, bibili ka ng investor, pag-aralan mo kung kikita ka, kung may market ba at pwede ba ibenta in the future. At kung developer ka, huwag ka nang gumawa ng produkto dahil gusto mo lang magbenta. You build something that people genuinely need. It's not because only for profit, but meeting the demands of the people. Let me leave you with this quote. In a crowded property market right now, demand matters more than the promise of increase and appreciation. Sana naman naliwanagan kayo, especially on this episode. Kung nagustuhan niyo tong episode na ito, mag-comment kayo or magtanong kayo so that I can make a new video just for you.
Chinky Tan, with over 6 million Facebook followers, 2.8 million YouTube subscribers, and 2.4 million TikTok fans, is now all out to share with you the most practical, simplest path to lasting wealth.